Hello, my name is Samuel. I have finished self-isolation yesterday. I'm free. So first time I got a Starbucks coffee. Thank you for your warm consideration and comfort. Today, I would like to introduce about God in the marketplace. John chapter 5, verse 17. But he answered them, my Father is working until now, and I am myself working. I think it can be seen as walking on a topic in the Bible. I would like to share the topic of God in the marketplace. I have three concepts: biblical concept, biblical application, chaplain ministry, and prospect in the marketplace. First, biblical concept. We needed to see two terms, created and his power. Created is bara in Hebrew. Power is dunamis in Hebrew. Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. First Colossians 6:14, God raised the Lord, and by his power, he will always raise us up. Work is mysterious. God's work has power, mysterious power. Creation means work. There is power in it. How does the Bible describe God? The Bible uses various expressions for God: potter, shepherd, farmer, creator. So God is worker. Why did I work? It is course in Greek, because of Aristotle and Plato's influence. Greek concept of work. The soul is precious, but work is low. They regarded work as curse. However, through Calvin, the vocation that work is working, calling, work is God's calling was raised. From then, Christians began to recognize the biblical concept of work. They regard the work as calling. As a reference, even the Bible emphasizes duty of work. When you see 2 Thessalonians 3:10, we gave you this rule: if a man will not work, he shall not eat. Genesis 1:31, God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. So God is accomplishing God's mission through my work. What does God want through work? John 17:18. As the Father sent me into the world, so I also sent them into the world. The Bible used this 31 times in John, has the same meaning as mission in Latin. Therefore, God wants to start God's mission right from my marketplace. At the syllable of both, workplace is last frontier for mission. The second biblical concept, application. God accomplished his will through work. Looking at Joseph's life, God wants God's works to be accomplished through him in the field. Where exactly did Moses' miracles take place? Not in temple, but in wilderness. Both Abraham and David did not experience miracles in the temple, but events that took place in their marketplace and environment. So, how should we live as Christians at this time? I want to introduce Joseph as a model, as a good Christian style. He had suffering and joy. However, he trusted God anytime, anywhere. First here, Jacob's higher. That's a good. Second, enslaved by Egypt is quite different. It's better time. Potiphar's housekeeper, and then it's good. And then suddenly imprisoned. A wide repair, misfortune, disease. And finally, Joseph became Prime Minister of Egypt, like this one. Who made Joseph? God made. Where did Jesus go to the most Jewish synagogue? Home for the feast in the New Testament. Jesus appears 132 times in public place, 122 times in the marketplace, and only 10 times outside of the workplace. And 45 of Jesus' parables are working related. There were only 7 cases not related to. For Stephen said, what is your mission in the marketplace? There are 6 principles what Christians are responsible for the world. We needed to remember 6 principles: command and blessing, God's steward, attitude, righteousness, help poor, what Jesus did the wilderness, finally preaching the gospel. Confidently, Paul is not claiming any lofty status from his position as an apostle, but rather is coming down the social ladder for Christians' sake. Billy Graham said, I believe one of the next great moves of God is going to be through the believer in the workplace. Also, George Bernard, workplace ministry will one of the core future innovation in the church ministry. How do you think about it? Verse 3, prospect and the chaplain ministry in the marketplace. Church Pro context written by Michael Molina, a missionary scholar who studies new expressions of church, mentions that new expressions of church are communal. He said the mission of God, Mission Day, is essentially practiced through the fellowship and the cooperation of the Trinity of God. We were sent to the mission field community and village community by the Trinity of God, who has fellowship with the community. The first task we must apply as a Christian. We need to remember two words. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 and 14. We are the salt of the world. We are the light of the world. We need to change cultural provider into cultural antipathy. How should a Christian prepare? Christians need to understand three areas: culture, Bible, listening. Culture is common grace. We have Bible as Christian. Listening for non-Christian. We need to find a common point, the point of contact between culture and Bible. Mission begins when the point of contact is found. This is mission. In the company ministry in marketplace, when there were a Christian company called Ireland, which was a place of work. There were three core of ministry, like this one. First, contact with non-Christian. I had a copy with non-Christian. And sometimes they call the copy ministry, missionary. Second, disciple making. And then finally, church introduction and church planting. And there were three core ministry. Urban pastoral or modern people are increasing not having is time to contact or meet and talk with anyone. However, I'm sure that the place where we can meet naturally like this is at work place. Through this time, I was able to share the gospel with them while having coffee, eating, talking with them, and listening to their interested. And it's very it's a joyful time. I even shared the gospel with more than 20 people a day through marketplace. It was the best golden fishing ground. And I also planted a church for those who evangelized. It was very beautiful place, beautiful mountain, Sarang Mountain. That hotel is in front of Sarang Mountain. Urand, which is ministered for 10 years. It has 5 business areas, and it also a huge company with about 13,000 employees. At one of them hotel, I serve as a chaplain for weekly worship service for customer and hotel staff and employee for about 6 years with my family every week. And planted 7 churches while I was at Urand company for 10 years and managed the church by networking. Like people, I came to Canada in 2016. I was ministering as chaplain at department store. The total of over 1,000 people were working in the department store. About 20% of them were Christian, but the rest were people who had to preach the gospel. I felt every day exciting and so happy to deliver the gospel to them. So I planted my church. It left it grew up. So we church member were up to 120. My church, yes, I had a sermon here, preached. This picture, I had an Alpha course at the hotel for 30 days and 2 nights with those who preached the gospel and accepted Jesus and anyone who wants to attend. I provide them. Finally, the place where Christians should be is not a temple or a building, but marketplace, home, and various gathering on earth. God has given us the responsibility to build spiritual new things. Joshua 14:24, I will bring him into the land into which he went, and his descendants will possess it. Where is the kingdom of God that we will build through war? Our land, our land, land. Thank you so much. I'm done.